Out of the vast, empty desert, a great civilization was born. It grew strong along the banks of the life-giving Nile River, reaching for greatness. In this rich land, mortal men became living gods. Their power shaped the world around them and built an empire that lasted for thousands of years. They were the pharaohs. They were rulers, warriors, and priests who built for eternity. Their voices can still be heard in the ancient stones. This is the story of the kings who wore the double crown and controlled the lives of millions. Before the pyramids were built, Egypt had to become one. A warrior king named Narmer rose from the south. He defeated his enemies and brought the land together under his rule. For a long time, Egypt was split into two kingdoms. But when they joined, the king wore a new crown, the double crown. It combined the white crown of the south and the red crown of the north into one, showing his complete power. The king was now more than a man. He was seen as a god on earth, the living form of Horus. He was the link between the people and the gods. His job was to keep balance and justice in the world. Pharaoh Djoser's pyramid at Saqqara was a revolution designed by the brilliant Imhotep. It was the first giant building in history made entirely of stone, not mud brick. It was built to last forever. Later, the pharaohs grew even more ambitious. Pharaoh Khufu ordered the building of the Great Pyramid of Giza.
Raise it high into the sky. These stones are for the gods. See that they are placed perfectly, without delay.
Each massive block was put in place with amazing skill, perfectly aligned with the stars. These pyramids were more than just tombs. They were seen as machines to help the pharaoh's soul travel to the afterlife. From there, he would rule forever with the gods and protect Egypt. The pharaohs of the new kingdom were warriors who looked beyond their borders. Thutmose III was one of the greatest. He was a military genius who led his armies in 17 different wars and never lost. He built an empire that stretched from deep in Africa all the way to the Near East. He expanded Egypt's borders, taking control of important trade routes and bringing great wealth back home. But the most famous warrior king was Ramesses the Great. He fought a massive battle at Kadesh. Even though the battle was a draw, Ramesses claimed it as a huge victory, carving his story on temple walls all over Egypt. These wars were not just for power. They were to protect Egypt's riches and its way of life from a dangerous world. To the pharaohs, life on earth was just the beginning. The real life came after death. Every day the pharaoh or his priests would lead complex rituals and give offerings to please the gods. Mummification was art and a science, preserving the soul.
May Anubis guide you through
The tombs were not just graves. They were like maps to the next world, filled with magic spells from the Book of the Dead to guide and protect the pharaoh on his journey. The Valley of the Kings was a secret, hidden burial ground. Here the pharaohs were buried with their treasures, hoping to be safe forever and achieve eternal life. The pharaoh was not just a king, but a spiritual guide. He had to safely navigate the journey to the afterlife. If he succeeded, Egypt itself would remain safe and in balance. But even a living god was not safe from human greed. Inside the beautiful palace walls, plots and betrayal were a constant danger.
The pharaoh must not see another sunrise.
Are you strong enough?
With this blade, my queen.
The guards are restless. We must be
The plot was discovered, and the traitors were punished. But it showed that even the most powerful pharaoh could be in danger from those closest to him. And the strange early death of the young King Tutankhamun makes many believe that he too may have been a victim of a deadly palace plot. The pharaoh's great empire did not last forever. It grew weak from enemies inside and out. Slowly, the people's belief in the pharaoh as a god faded and the empire fell. But what they left behind has never been forgotten. They left a permanent mark on human history. Because they were so focused on the afterlife, they left us amazing treasures that show us what they believed and how they lived. They were masters of building and government. They studied the stars and created beautiful art that still amazes us today. The pharaohs are long gone, but their spirit is still here. They remind us that all people hope to leave something behind that will last forever. The pyramids still stand, like giant guards watching over the desert, whispering tales of divine power, human ambition, and the relentless pursuit of immortality.